If you are going to make a living by renting rooms, by having guests at your hotel, you better make sure you know what's going on.
Allegations of sex trafficking at some local motels. Disturbing details about what attorneys call a rampant sex slave business in our area. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Jessica Cartalia. Lawyers claim that several local hotels helped sex traffickers enslave young girls. Our Joe Holden is live in Center City with the details. Joe?
Well, good evening. The two men who were convicted as ringleaders of these human sex trafficking rings are serving lengthy prison sentences, and now lawyers are turning their focus on the hotels. Two teen girls held captive in a sex trafficking ring. One, lawyers contend, operated out of 3 Philadelphia hotels. They described it as modern-day slavery.
Channel 3. You guys have a manager around?
Management at all of the facilities said they had no knowledge of the 40-some page document.
At its worst, you're talking about the rape of young girls.
Attorneys at Klein and Spector allege in 2 suits, staff at Roosevelt Inn and Days Inn on the Boulevard and North American Motor Inn on City Avenue turned a blind eye to young women walking about the properties in lingerie as a string of men cycled in and out of rooms.
People at the front desk know who's staying there. There's probably something illegal going on behind closed doors, and they allow it to happen. And they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to protect the people on their premises.
Hey guys, today I just wanted to briefly discuss the controversy that's been going on social media surrounding the Cambria Hotel that's located in Washington, D.C. Recently, a young woman checked into the hotel because she was in the area for a funeral and had a very disturbing experience. Her tweet went pretty viral and it stirred a lot of conversation about the hotel and the other people's experience. Her tweet read, Sunday night at around 11:30 p.m., I checked into the Cambria Hotel on Q Street in D.C. I was in the shower at around 1 a.m. when a man with dreads wearing a blue shirt, jeans, and a mask tried to violently break into my room. He somehow had a key to open my room door. If it was not for the doorstop, he would have been in my room with me. He successfully opened my room door, repeatedly hitting the door and screaming, "Open the effing door, let me in." I watched him out of the peephole as I pushed the door closed. He ran down the hallway. I called the front desk. Not even a full minute later, the girl working there said, "I'm aware of the situation. That was housekeeping trying to get into the room. He accidentally came to your door instead of the room next to you." In what world is housekeeping coming into rooms at 1 a.m.? She was extremely nonchalant and acting as if a man busting into my room while I'm naked and alone is no big deal. The time period between me calling the front desk and him running away was not even long enough for him to make it back downstairs. I told her to refund me and switch me to a different room because I did not feel safe staying there. I paid over $500 for my stay in order to be in the area to attend an already traumatic funeral. Her reaction was very much like she was fully aware of what was happening and she did not expect to be called. She told me that I would be refunded for my stay. After talking to management, I was told that I would not be refunded until at least 7 to 12 business days. Again, it was past 1 a.m. and I had nowhere else to go. I literally barricaded the door in the new room and was afraid for my life. The next morning, she received a text from the hotel that read, "Good morning. We hope you had a great night's sleep. Our housekeeping upon request lets you enjoy your stay uninterrupted. Simply let us know if you need any trash removed or replenish of items in your room during your stay. Is there anything I can assist you with now?" So Maya goes on to say that from the second she pulled up to the hotel, she did not feel safe. She felt like she was monitored. The hotel was surrounded by construction work, vans, totaled cars, and car repair shops, meaning if you were screaming, no one would hear you because of the construction. So this entire situation is sketchy. What hotel has housekeeping at 1 a.m.? And due to the COVID protocols, housekeeping is saved until after the guests leave. Honestly, I've tried to stay clear from hotels, especially after the Kanika Jenkins incident. My paranoia for hotels has skyrocketed. I feel that both men and women should be very cautious when staying at a hotel because you just never know who's in it or what is actually going on behind the scenes. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this hotel, but there was a video that was uploaded about a year ago, I believe by a group of ladies that had their room key given to a stranger by the front desk attendant. Take a look at this video.
Yes, I'm $400. So, the situation is, this is a girls' trip. It's all females. Our front desk rep allowed 2 men to have a key card to our room and come upstairs in our room while we were in the room.
With no identification.
No identification.
No asking for no last name.
He did not. They told them Jessica, a random name, which is my first name, no last name, and he gave him a key card to our room. Mind you, this isn't the first incident because earlier, her mom, who's sick in the hotel room, that we're constantly on the phone with back and forth while we're trying to enjoy ourselves on the trip, said that somebody was trying to get in the room early, and she had to lock the door. She had to put a lock on it, and we wondering like why the key card's not working. We came back down here and asked for another key card. This was prior to this last situation that just happened around 3:15 while we're upstairs in the room. And they walked in the actual room, 2 men, one with a mask on. I didn't see them because I was in the room, but they're asking for me. Now, once have we even came in contact with men on this trip?
And they didn't even know who she was because they walked in the door and was like, are you Jessica? Are you Jessica? They didn't even know who she was.
I don't even know who he is or who the person is.
I don't even know what they look like.
I asked him, did you even get his ID before you gave him our key card to our room? We have so much designer expensive stuff up there. And not only that, it's COVID. We're not even asking for room service to be in a room. That is dangerous. You know how much human sex trafficking and everything is going on? And you gave somebody access to our room just off Jessica in this room. I could have sat in the lobby just randomly and listen, oh yeah, what room y'all in? We going up to this room. You didn't even get an idea of anything. I asked him for his first and last name. He gave me the first name. You don't even want to cooperate, but you gave somebody a key card for a room.
We also asked him, did he take the key? He said yes, and then turned around and said no. So, excuse me, I'm sorry.
We can't hear you.
I can record. It's a free country.
Inside of this private property.
It's a free country.
Inside of this private property,
you cannot a key card.
Room where it's all women. So let's not get technical when you were in the room.
Let's not try to start following all the rules.
She can do that.
This is for my lawyer. This is for
Exactly.
For lawyer purposes.
So you can hear him.
He had asked for a room key because he said his sister's upstairs and he very forward to trying to get into the room. And he said her name was Jessica Smith. Not Jessica, Jessica. And then the room number was 3402. After he said that, I had asked him, are you guys here just to visit or is he staying over? He said he's going to be staying over for the night, and I asked him if he had a vehicle.
Oh, all this new information.
He had a vehicle out there, and I had told him that he was going to have to pay $23 for the parking. Then he was saying the whole thing about trying to get a discount for the parking and all that extra stuff. And I told him that. Then he was like, no problem. I'm just going to go upstairs and speak with her. Then he said that he's going to need a new set of sheets to bring up to the room.
He said he was going to need a new set of sheets.
Well,
oh, you didn't disclose any of this info.
Any of this. This is all new.
I'm trying to
I had to
y'all pause, all right?
So her right over here was
Y'all pause. Let him talk. I'm trying to get the story.
Okay.
So once he had said that, I had told him I do not have sheets down here at the front desk. I will have to call my security officers to have my security officers bring them up to the room for them. So then after that, I had gave him the room. Then he pulled out $100 in cash and placed it down right over here. And I looked at
you sold us.
Whenever y'all look through the camera, you will see that. He pulled the cash, he put it right over here on the table. And I looked at him and I was like, what is that for? And then he was like, I'm just over here tipping you. And I was like, $100? I was like, do you really need change, or like, are you just tipping me $100? He was like, I'm gonna speak with her to see exactly what she wants to do. And I was like,
sold us for $100.
Wow.
I did not take
I've been here
it.
since
I didn't take it from him.
I don't care if
The room number, y'all interested? I'm gonna need y'all to step back. I need to talk to them now.
Okay.
So the room number that you stated, that was your room. Now, was he listed as a person? Unfortunately, no. Is he in a room?
He matched the first name.
7335.
It's more of a convenience for her. Yes, let's say she wants to get a key for the room, she left her ID. As long as she can match her name, we'll give her a key for it.
7335.
You only need ID on check. That's the only time it's required.
Your brother?
I already checked in the room.
Yes, on check.
So if I come in here, I give her name and her room number, you give me the key to the room.
First name,
Yes, I'll tell you very well.
No, this is our policy, not just yours. This policy said, if I come in here and say her name, y'all can give me a room key to her room?
they give you in the room, or that's more information than typically.
You keep putting on. I can't read it. The 22 is going to be 34 nights?
Nobody's supposed to know. So that's the whole thing. The fact that somebody can match both of those information.
Right, you give them benefit of the doubt to provide a room key.
But he just said my first name. He don't even know my last name.
He said Smith.
He said Smith. That's not my name.
Tell me, you're 42 Northwest 6th Street. You're 42 Northwest 6th Street. Apartment 2. It's going to be a domestic dispute. Involving an Hispanic male, 41 years of age. Pending number reversal at 406 7335.
My security officer walked over here to go ahead and bring the sheets, and then I got a room ticket from you.
Now, if you go take a look at the reviews for this hotel, you would see that a few people had similar experiences to Maya's. One man even said that him and his wife even saw a lady being taken into an elevator while she was unconscious, and when he was confronted, the man ran away. Now, this just makes me wonder, how many times have they been successful in kidnapping and trafficking? That's why we need to spread this word about this hotel so we can stop any potential travelers from staying there. This location, Fort Cambria, is not the only location that has had sex trafficking issues and allegations in the past. Choice Hotel owns Cambria, and Cambria has over 60 locations across the United States. According to the Wall Street Journal, dozens of lawsuits nationwide accuse major hotel chains, including the Marriott, Hilton, and Wyndham, of not just ignoring sex trafficking on their properties, but profiting from them. According to the Wall Street Journal, dozens of lawsuits nationwide accuse major hotel chains, including Marriott, Hilton, and Wyndham, of not just ignoring sex trafficking on their properties, but profiting from them. Due to the easy access to obtain a hotel and the privacy that goes along with it, hotels have become a favorite amongst traffickers. It doesn't even matter whether it's a 5-star hotel or not, you should still be very cautious when staying at one. If you do have to stay in a hotel, I would suggest you don't do it alone. The more people with you, the better. There are also door bolts and locks that you can use during your stay to keep outsiders out.